monsters in this lab are pretty strange, aren't they?
I've heard that Fendel has been investing in biological weaponry. Perhaps this lab is being used to facilitate it.
Watch out, guys. This one looks like trouble.
I'm trembling. Why?
Struggle no more! Gotcha! Not yet!
In this name.
Captain.
You're not doing so bad there yourself, Asbel.
I'm surprised you were able to defeat my Varus.
Fourier!
Pascal, is that you? Oh, good heavens, I thought someone was trying to steal my work.
Wow, I can't believe you built that Varus and everything. You're amazing, sis!
It would have been more amazing if you hadn't defeated it so easily. So, what are you doing here?
We came to talk about Fendel's Valkanus Creus experiment.
On Forbrenir? I'll have you know, I spent years working on the research used in that experiment. I may have used your work as a starting point, but what matters are...
It's okay. I didn't come here to take credit for anything. I know you've done a ton of work on it. But no matter how smart you are, sis, the research is still flawed.
And just what does that mean?
Well, it's like... Look, do you have any Creus fragments laying around? Like, maybe one the size of a bean? How's this? That's perfect. Here, gimme.
Impressive, yes? No one has ever been able to extract Elith from...
Yeah, but when we give this thingy a little chunk of...
Pascal, what are you doing?
Guys, you might want to get back!
What you...
See? That's the trouble with fire, Creus. If you apply too much pressure when extracting the Elith, it starts a chain reaction. And once that happens, it starts accelerating all the surrounding Elith, and then... kapow! You can contain the damage when it's a handheld weapon or something, but with the Valkanus, it would be a total disaster.
So that's why you never finished your research.
Yeah, I saw where it was headed, so I just chucked the whole kit and caboodle. And that's why we gotta stop the experiment before everybody gets blown up.
I can't do that.
Yeah, it might be tough for you to tell him, huh? Well, look, how's about you just show me where they are and I'll just do it.
Are you trying to make a fool of me?
Am I what now?
You saw where it was headed? You just worked it all out in your head! Do you have any concept of how hard I've worked to complete the research You always do this! You mimic whatever I do, then just effort. I kill myself to be successful, and then you sweep in with your quick thinking and fancy talking, and you just leap ahead of me like it's nothing!
Fourier,
Fourier, we must get to the Valkanus Creus. Even if the experiment wasn't a danger, there's a different threat on the way. If we don't act now, it will be drained of its eleth, just like the other Valkanists.
Wait, the other Valkanus?
Yes, so we have to stop it, no matter what. Please, Fourier, tell us where Forbrenir is.
I don't know where it is, but the man in charge of the experiment does.
Who's that?
Fendel's chief science officer,
Kurt Bessel?
You know him, Captain?
Yes. Though I never...
Where can we find him?
The Ministry of Science is located in the capital, although I couldn't say if he's there at the moment.
Thank you. That's a good place to... We'll try to speak with Kurt ourselves.
Do as you like. It matters not to me.
Well, we got our Valkanist information, but I wish it hadn't gone down that way.
It was the best outcome we could have expected. At the very least, we learned that Fourier's primary objective wasn't bioweapons development.
Hubert, you saw how painful that was for Pascal and For.
Of course, but
But
I know what you mean. Isn't there something we can do to help them work?
stop this at once!
Hubert. I never knew she felt that way about me. All this time, I've been making her miserable. I should go back.
I don't think that will help. Fourier's problem isn't you, Pascal. It's Fourier. Her spirit has been crushed by years of doubt and self-loathing. Sympathy will only make the problem worse.
But I love her, you know? I just... Oh, Pascal.
Don't worry. She'll understand someday. You're the only one who can stop the Valkanist experiment now. Fourier knows that's true, even if she'll never admit it. If the experiment isn't stopped, and no one wants that.
He's right. Helping us will save your sister's reputation and maybe even her life. Plus, we need you, Pascal. We can't do this alone. So, come on, pull yourself together and let's go.
Aw, little bro. Thanks, guys. You're the best.
That was all right, Hubert.
I know what she's going through. And besides, it would be far too quiet if she weren't around. Now, can we all stop talking and just head for Zavert? There's no time to waste.
This'll be a breeze.
Sacred seal.
Okay. Okay. You won't live to regret. Demon Fang! Freeze!
Send out a warning in this name.
You won't live to regret this. Vanish! Gotcha!
I think that's all of them.
This'll be a breeze.
Okay. Gotcha! Death by moonlight! Okay. Gotcha! Okay. Gotcha! Vanish! Demon Fang! Death by moonlight! Fall! Death by moonlight! Gotcha! Fall!
Why the pigtails, Sophie? Pigtails? Your hair, those! These? The captain said they'd let me fly through the air. Oh, I get it!
This'll be a breeze.
Okay! Demon Fang! It's over! Ripped to pieces! Stampede strike!
How about this? Release! No escape! Critical blade!
Break! Demon Fang! Gotcha! Demon Fang!
Lightning blast! No mercy with seal! I guess the rumors are true. I really am that awesome.
Fourier said that Kurt is Fendel's chief science officer.
There's a place called Fendel Tower north of the city that houses government agencies. I wager we'll...
Okay, let's ask around and see. Do you think we could get into Fendel Tower with your military credentials?
If he's been declared dead, then that likely wouldn't work.
Hubert is correct. In fact, they may already believe there's a con man out there.
But we gotta do it.
Indeed. Fendel,
If we can't find him,
do you really believe this?
well, I hate to break it to you, but I don't. I don't know where you'd get that idea.
Captain? Time sure flies. It feels like only yesterday that I made that friendship pact with Sophie and Richard. But we've all changed so much since then. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Asbel? What are you doing out here?
Sorry. I just needed some time to think about things.
About King Richard?
You know me too well. Hey, remember the first time we met him?
Of course. You broke into his room and then dragged him all over town. I was always surprised he enjoyed it as much as he did. He even wore that stupid...
Yeah, good times. Everyone was together back then. Even Richard. But now he's all alone, with no one to support him. Sometimes I wonder if that loneliness drove him to his current state. I can't help but think if things could have been different. I was so caught up in my own training that I never thought to check up on any of you guys. If I had been able to notice,
It's not too late.
I don't know.
Stubbornness is one of your strongest traits, you know. You're always pursuing some issue long after it's reached the point of an... So if you believe he can still be... Just use the same persistence with him that you have shown me.
Thanks, Hubert. I'm glad you're around.
Oh, come on. Besides, it's my job as the little brother to keep you out of trouble.
Ouch.
If King Richard doesn't have anyone to trust, then at least he can go to you.
You think so?
You promised to believe in him. And you have an obligation to make...
I suppose it does. He's right. If I don't, I'm not going to give up.
Pascal, what are you doing here? Verma!
You know each other?
Of course! Everyone, this is Verma. She's an Amarcian like me. Nice to meet you, everyone. So you work for Fendel now? That's right. Actually, I work at Fendel Tower. You have to use this fancy security pass just to get in. Hey, so do you think I could maybe... I've wanted to see the inside of that tower. Well... Please? Well, all right. Thanks, Verma.
Fendel Tower, huh? I sure hope Kurt is here.
You said you knew him, right, Malik? In fact, you seemed shocked when you heard his name. What kind of person is he? If things go badly and we have to fight him...
We first met at the military academy over 20 years ago. Much as they do now, the climate was harsh, and our Valkanists provided no help. Most of the people were on the verge of poverty, or worse. The rich were content to let the poor struggle. Eventually, a young officer decided he had seen enough and started a reform movement. Kurt and I believed strongly in the cause, and had soon devoted ourselves to it completely.
So what happened?
It was youthful foolishness. Those in power brought pressure to bear and I knew my life was in danger, but Kurt... He was a man of fearsome intent, a man who would sooner die, even if we do manage to track him down. I doubt he'll listen to an old coward like me.
But there's a chance, Captain.
I suppose you're right.
This area is off.
Grandma's not feeling well, so
She sent 6 of you?
today's procedure is unusually labor-intensive.
Well, alright. Go on through. With that pass of yours, will only work on the first floor. All other areas are off limits.
Understood.
Sweet, Captain!
Yes, I suppose so.
I won't hold it against you if you wish.
All right, we made it into the tower.
Right. We should find...
I have to say I'm relieved.
Having come this far, I no longer feel conflicted. It's...
Yes?
I might have mentioned it before, but Kurt is not an opponent to take light...
That's enough, Captain Malik.
What?
Their Valkanus experiment...